film.
Yeah.
And the biggest one there is Booyah. It's a, signifier of this long history of this, great network of one of the guys that particularly stood out.
Great job, Andre Gaines.
Thank you.
Congratulations to you making a beautiful film about something that needed the spotlight and you to focus on it. We're back to wrap this on Disney Plus and ESPN2 in a moment.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
Evan Cohen here. In life, as in sports, the pros make it look easy. That's why pro golfers like Jason Day, Ben Griffin, and Patton Kazire trust the pros in lawn care. True Green. They have the experience and expertise to give you a lawn worthy of the PGA Tour. And since True Green does the work for you, you get more free time, or more tee times. So stop stressing over your lawn and start loving it. Sign up now at TrueGreen.com because nobody makes it easier to get a golf course quality lawn than True Green, the official lawn care treatment provider of the PGA Tour.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. The East Carolina baseball team looks to bounce back from a tough loss last night to Campbell with an afternoon matchup with Northern Illinois today at Clark LeClaire Stadium. The Diamond Bucks committed 4 errors in the game yesterday, which is uncharacteristic of a Cliff Godwin ball club, but Coach Godwin isn't worried.
Great thing that we get to play tomorrow, so we get a chance to turn this thing around. So we're going to be fine. I don't have any doubt about this team, and I've said this from the beginning. We're super talented, but we got great humans, and we're not trying to play our best baseball at the beginning of the season. We're trying to play our best baseball at the end of the season. Not that we're trying to lose, I can tell you that, but we'll continue to get better, and we got a great coaching staff that'll get it better.
And Northern Illinois enters the matchup as representatives of the Mid-American Conference, finishing the season last year with a 19-34 overall record. First pitch is set for 4 o'clock, and we will check in live at Clark LeClaire during Pirate Radio Live. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on 4 wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Phones, Wi-Fi, or email always acting up? Are you afraid of phishing scams, data breaches, or ransomware attacks? Every minute your systems are down, you're losing money. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
Joining us now is Bryant Ward, the UCLA assistant coach recruiting coordinator. When you were playing for the Rampants in that state championship season, 1997, with Ronald Vincent, did you ever have any thoughts at all that down the road somewhere, I'm going to be an assistant coach with the number one team in the nation?
Hey, man, I had no thoughts of it whatsoever. I was just to survive that game and do whatever I could to help that team win. I was a small part of that club. That was an unbelievable team that RV put together, and a lot of those guys had to put their fingerprint on the game.
The Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got the left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun. First down, ECU. Spinning free. Still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. He's gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock back here with you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app powered by Carolina Caliber. You can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV, where we are dropping content each and every day, like this program, The Brian Bailey Show. Post game from ECU Baseball, Pirate Hoops, Pirate Women's Hoops, and more. It's all there for you. Pirate Radio TV. Make sure you are subscribed and chime in with the chat game today. What is on your mind on this Wednesday? A lot going on. I am way behind after not being here on Monday and Tuesday, so a lot that I need to catch myself up on. But we got a Pirate baseball loss to discuss and another Pirate baseball game coming up today that we will talk about a lot on today's program. We've got basketball night in Minges Coliseum as well. East Carolina taking on Wichita State. We've got another women's basketball victory to talk about, as the Pirate women victorious and now sets up a showdown 1 versus 2 in the conference against Rice coming up this weekend. We'll dive into all that and a lot more on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live. Thanks to Ellerby, J-Bone, Shirley, everybody that helped me out the last couple of days while I was under the weather and still not quite over it. But feeling better here on this Wednesday. Coming up on today's program, Ellerby went one-on-one with Dwayne Ledford, and I have not heard this interview yet, and I'm excited to listen to it, and it is a lengthy one. We got that one coming your way later on today's show. Rahjai Harris is off to Dallas, getting ready for UFL training camp with the St. Louis Battlehawks. We'll talk to Rahjai before he gets on a jet plane coming up in hour number 1. Speaking of the UFL, James Larsen, who covers the UFL, will join us to talk about the big changes this offseason with the UFL and what to expect. We'll talk about some Pirates that will be playing spring football. And also Brooks Hill will join us on the program as well to talk Hurricanes hockey and Olympic hockey. USA playing today, I believe. 3:30ish. 3. Nick's giving me a 3:14. That doesn't seem right. 3:10. We'll go 3:10. Nick hatless today, going floppy hair. Need to get an update from him. But we got a lot of dating drama in Pirate Radio studios. I can just tell you that. I don't know how much we'll talk about on the air, but good grief. A lot going on. Makes me glad to be married and boring. I can tell you that. And, yeah, that's it for... we'll go out live and talk to Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone.
Jarrett Watkins, also known as J-Bone, the little guy.
A.K.A. the little guy, A.K.A. Little Finger, A.K.A. Dug In, A.K.A. Big Time. Chat gangers. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Can you play the Bob Knight, tired of losing to Purdue, but substitute in Campbell? Yeah, I can try to do that if Shirley can find the clip. I'll try to do that. Shirley, while you're looking for that, Steve Hill says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jerry says, hello. He says, we are the PRL chat gang. Jerry also says, glad you're back, Clipper. Hope you continue to feel better.
Help the bell.
Steve says, Clip not back to being over the weather, unfortunately. Pirate Radio TV put out a poll question, although it's not in the form of a poll. Are we okay with that? Who will be the standout player for ECU as they play Northern Illinois today? I'm going to go with my standout guy all year who's done pretty well so far, Jack Herring.
Yeah, the lineup for today's game is out.
All right.
Do you want me to run that down for you?
I'd love nothing more.
Okay, hold on just 1 second.
I thought it was at the ready.
No, well, I had it ready, and then I scrolled up. So
why'd you scroll up?
Because I just did.
What's going on over there?
A lot.
Anything we need to know about?
A lot. And don't make me don't force me to make you a compliment here. All right. So
I have noticed, Shirley, you haven't complimented me in like 8 years.
Jesus. I mean, come on, man. Do I have to meet a quota?
I think you have a problem.
Okay. All right. So today's lineup, batting first and playing third base, is Braden Burris. Batting second at first base, Austin Irby. Batting third in right field, Jack Herring. Center fielder Grady Linehan will be in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, Jack Vogely. Do I have that correct?
Vogel.
I would assume it's Vogel, yeah.
Vogel, a designated hitter. Colby Wallace will be back at shortstop, batting sixth.
Interesting.
Davin Whitaker is in left field, batting seventh. Carlos, somebody tell me how to pronounce this last name. Jacome, because I've heard it several different ways.
Night, yeah.
Wakame?
Wakame. Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll have to get a proper pronunciation for that. He'll be playing second base and batting eighth. Walker Barron's behind the plate at catcher, batting ninth. And Ryan Towers on the bump tonight for the Diamond Bucks.
Oh, all right. Looking forward to seeing Ryan Towers out there. Terry said, Clip, where you been?
Put it in reverse, Terry.
I've been sleeping, man. He says, is NIU your dog of the day? No, I got the Pirates today. We can't beat Campbell, but we can beat Northern Illinois. Jamie said, knowing you have UNC this weekend, who looks awesome, today's game is pretty big. Yeah, I mean, it's game 5, and I'm calling it must-win time. Must-win for the Pirates. Today is a must-win. Game 5. I did not think I'd be saying that, game 5, but we need to win. We can't have any more stumbles. Do you have Bob Knight? Did you find it? Well, Shirley, how about let's hit some Cliff Godwin, and while we're hitting that, you can see if you can...
They just tell you dry.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Can we get our New Blue Pirate report? Yes. Cliff Godwin talking about the loss to Campbell. Cut one.
We didn't do enough to win. I thought our pitching was really, really good, other than the fact that when we tied the game, we walked the leadoff guy, and we had another walk that inning. Also had an error that inning, and then Sean Houdini'd it. Anytime you have bases loaded, no outs, and give up one or less, unbelievable. First pitch gets a double play ball, gets us off the field. I thought Sean was tremendous. It was good to get Antolik out there, but we just got to play cleaner baseball.
The old Houdini. Cut 3. What did the bullpen show you tonight?
I thought Sean was electric. Joe, we got to clean up the freebies a little bit, which we will, just because it puts us in a bind when we walk the leadoff guy after we tied.
All right, Cliff Godwin there. Davin Whitaker, thought we might see him in the lineup today after he battled last night late and got a hit in the 9th inning and got the rally going. Cut 5, talked about Davin Whitaker.
Yeah, it's number one, it's not effort related what our guys are doing. For Davin to come off the bench, get down to 0-2, I mean, that's their guy, that's their closer, that's their heart and soul. He's down to 0-2, he's fighting, and then he rockets the ball in the center field, and then AP gets over there, and we're able to get him in scoring position with Braden Burris up there. I know Braden didn't have a great night, but I'll take that every single time.
All right, cut 6. What did you say to the team after committing 4 errors?
That we got to play cleaner baseball. So, look, it's not that they're not trying, that we're not practicing, but we've got to play cleaner baseball if we want to win games.
And cut 7, with such a quick turnaround to play Northern Illinois, what is your message to the team?
It's a great thing that we get to play tomorrow. Say we get a chance to turn this thing around. So we're going to be fine. I don't have any doubt about this team, and I've said this from the beginning. We're super talented, but we got great humans, and we're not trying to play our best baseball at the beginning of the season. We're trying to play our best baseball at the end of the season. Not that we're trying to lose, I can tell you that, but we're going to continue to get better, and we've got a great coaching staff that'll get it better.
And we want to be playing our best baseball tonight because it's a must-win game. Jamie said, I was going to say must-win, but thought I'd get yelled at. Jamie, I don't want you to not say something because you're scared you might get yelled at. Just say it. And if you get yelled at, so what? Who cares? Just move on. Speaking of yelling, do we have Bob Knight?
Now, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of losing to
Campbell! Is that good enough for you, Jamie? Tell you who's not tired of losing to Purdue, Michigan, because they wore them out last night. And I had Michigan minus the points on the road last night. NC State hammering North Carolina last night. Now I want to just talk about things that have happened since I've been here. Houston lost to Iowa State the other night. That was a bummer. Anything else happen? Bad Boy Nick made an appearance. More on that later in the show. We need an update from Nick. Are there any updates? No updates? Oh, no. Never mind. That didn't go well. I think you came on too strong. Nick.
Okay, hold on. No, it was
no.
It went well for the most part, and then I haven't gotten a response in like 2 days.
So it didn't go well.
I guess not. No.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it was.
Well, I still want a further update on that because it got off to a hot and heavy start.
I would not call it hot and heavy.
All right, Pirates on the hardwood tonight. Pirates on the diamond tonight. Kim McNeil, Shirley Rhodes. Did ECU win last night?
They did, but
are you sure?
Yeah, but judging by how Kim McNeil reacted after the game, you wouldn't have thought that.
Pirates kind of cruised to a victory, but here's what Kim McNeil had to say about it.
I don't know what that was. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not happy. I'm pissed. It's too late in the season to have a performance like that in the second half. It was all effort. All effort. You know, a championship team doesn't relax. We relax. We got comfortable. We missed how many putbacks? We just let them just drive by us defensively. Like, we just played just to hang on. Good thing we had a 20-point lead at the half, because if not, they'd have beat us. You know, they wanted it more than we did the second half. I don't know what team that was out there.
Kim McNeil already coaching her team up for Rice this next game, last night during the post game. Well, were you happy in the first half, Coach? Cut 2.
I saw good energy. I did. Like we talked about, our press and how we wanted to turn them over. We made some adjustments in the press, and I thought it worked very well. I mean, they couldn't even get the ball over half court. They didn't want the ball, and so why you wouldn't want to come out and repeat that effort for 20 more minutes, I don't understand, but I blame that on leadership. Our starters, they didn't have a good shoot around. They started off the second half with no energy, so they set the tone. They set the tone for the second half. I put it on leadership, the lack of.
All right, Kim McNeil with some strong words. And next up, undefeated. Are they still undefeated? Undefeated Rice at home on Saturday. Huge game. Cut 4.
Yeah, we just got to have a better mindset defensively. Like, they're a good scoring team just like we are. They got a lot of different weapons that can score the ball. So we got to lock down. We got to guard the ball. We got to be a little bit selfish on defense with wanting to guard our man and stop wanting so much help. Yeah, so, I'll be all right tomorrow. I'll be all right tomorrow, and we'll have a day off and, get some rest, and we'll be ready to go on Thursday.
All right, that is a not too happy Kim McNeil after picking up win number 20 and going 12-2 in conference play. So this women's team playing great. They have now won 5 in a row. And how many out of how many? Let's see. They won 5 in a row and they lost. How many did they win before that? Another 5. So that's 10. Yeah, 10 out of 11 for this team. And they get top of the conference, Rice, coming up 1 o'clock Saturday. Big game in Minges. And we will talk to Kim McNeil coming up Thursday on Pirate Radio Live. Is that right, Shirley? Talk to Kim tomorrow. Yeah. So we will see how she's doing after 24, 36, whatever hours after the win last night, where she was not happy, but got to be happy with the record and the way her team has played. Jamie says at least she didn't eject her own player like Mick Cronin. What is Mick Cronin doing now? I'm sick of Mick Cronin. Terry says, Clip, what did you think of the UCLA head coach presser? Okay, Mick Cronin. What did he do? I didn't see it. Let me find out.
I don't like the way he looks.
There is that too. I don't really like the way he looks either. What did Mick Cronin do this time? That's Coach Hudd's boy. I need to tell him to.
So, to my knowledge, his player took a really, really hard foul, and then he got into it a lot, and Cronin got really pissed, took him out of the game, and just said, go to the locker room, and just sent him to the locker room and ejected his own player.
Well, I mean, okay, he is the coach. He has the right to do that.
Yeah. Without
knowing all the details. If the guy couldn't get his head back in the game, then all right, send him to the showers. But I'm not a Mick Cronin fan, so I will withhold judgment until I know all the facts. I'm going to get some facts and come back and see you, like Jim Calhoun would want me to do. Your New Blue Pirate Report. Technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge. The time where the elements may throw at your home deserves the best. New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also specializes in crawl space, moisture control, and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today. Call NUBlue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. All right, let's take a break. We will go live to Clark LeClaire Stadium later on this hour and talk to J-Bone. But coming up next, we'll talk to our guy, Rahjai Harris, who is getting ready for the next stage of his football career in the UFL. We'll tell you about it when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m., serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry's Steakhouse.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
This is Jeremy Lewis, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. If you're cruising around town or headed out for a weekend adventure, make sure you're riding in something you can count on from Capital Subaru of Greenville. From brand new Subarus with legendary all-wheel drive to quality pre-owned vehicles, Capital Subaru has your back. Stop by Capital Subaru of Greenville today or visit capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru, love what you drive. And the Greenville Boat Show is cruising into Greenville this weekend, February 20th through the 22nd. Doors open this Friday at 10 a.m. You can see the latest boats, marine gear, accessories, and everything you need for life out on the water, all in one place at the Greenville Convention Center. Whether you fish, ski, cruise, or just love being out on the water, this is your chance to climb aboard and dream big before the summer hits. Don't miss the Greenville Boat Show this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Check out Kenny Curling's in the chat, gang. Mr. Positivity. Where did this come from?
Kenny, calm down.
He does need to calm down. Because he says, can the softball, basketball, baseball Pirates win home games today? I'm going with a big yes. All right, Kenny. Well, I guess road win, putting up 85 points against Rice will get you a little bit excited. And I have been, critical of this basketball team. I think for good reason. They're 9-16. They're 4-8 in conference play. But man, another road victory. Another road victory. They lost to Rice at home. Beat them on the road on, was that Saturday or Sunday? Saturday, 85-75. And now have Wichita State at home. I wish that game was on the road, I guess. The way they've been winning these road games. Pirates 7.5, 8.5 point dogs, depending on where you look in tonight's game. And the softball Pirates at home, I believe Shirley said against UNCW. Is that where Ken Watlington is? He didn't want to
it's highly likely that he's running around Max R. Joyner Stadium right now with a UNCW shirt on, I'm sure.
Actually,
or is he at a concert?
He's wearing his news tie.
Oh, he's wearing his news tie. Okay.
He's got preparing for some debate that he's hosting.
Yeah, it is political season.
So he's preparing for that, so that's all right. The softball Pirates are up to 500 after splitting with Maryland the other day. Also getting a win over Notre Dame, split with Notre Dame.
Yeah, sure
so that's
did.
Good as well. They will take on UNCW. Hey, the Bonnies are coming to town. St. Bonaventure, James Madison, and Towson will be here this weekend for the Pirate Clash beginning on Friday.
It's going to be a busy weekend in Greenville between baseball, of course, the women's basketball game Saturday afternoon. You've got softball going on. I mean, there's just a lot going on in Greenville, and the weather is supposed to be pretty nice this weekend.
Awesome. Yeah. Great.
I know Cliff Godwin doesn't care about the weather and doesn't want to talk about the weather, but hopefully it'd be a nice day at the ballpark.
Hopefully warmer temps leads to victories. Let's talk a little football and head out to the Turner Home Team live line. If you're looking to sell your house fast without making any repairs, the Turner Home Team is a local home buying company that buys houses as is. Justin and his team can provide you with a fast cash offer for your house today. Give them a call, 525-4780. Rahjai Harris, our guy, number 47, joins us today on that Turner Home Team live line. Rahjai, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. How about yourself?
Hey, we're doing good. And, big time for you. As last week you said you were getting ready to head to Dallas for the UFL. And I guess that's coming. Is that tomorrow, Rahjai? What's going on with you?
Yes, sir, man. I'm leaving tomorrow, man. My flight's at 4, I believe. So I head up to Charlotte, man, tomorrow evening, man, tomorrow afternoon, man. Just to, go live out my dreams, man. Excited for after this full, man, ready to get the packing over with, but really excited, man, for this journey.
Yeah, and you will be a member of the St. Louis Battlehawks. Do you know, Rahjai, what exactly will transpire once you get in Dallas? What awaits you there? Do you know?
Not sure. I know we got like food and everything set up at hotels that certain teams have to go to. But once you get there, I think Friday is the day for St. Louis Battlehawks to do like a conditioning test and everything like that, measurements, physicals, get size for helmet, stuff like that. So we got out the way on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not sure what's going on those days, but Monday starts camp. So
gotcha.
Just decided to get there, man, and go ahead and get your feet on the ground running. So excited about it, though. Really am.
Yeah, and all the work you've put in this last couple of years will pay off once you get there for the conditioning test and all that. But yeah, it sounds like any nerves at all, Rahjai, or is it all just excitement for you?
I ain't gonna lie. The last couple of days, it's just been more of excitement. Like it's been more like eager. Like I'm ready to just get it going. You feel what I'm saying? I've been at home long enough. And, man, I'm just hungry, man. I'm excited for this opportunity, man. I feel like this is a great opportunity for me as I've been waiting patiently for it.
Yeah. How many people from the team have you talked to? I mean, I know your agent's been working hard for you and getting you this spot, but have you talked to anybody, coaches, anybody in the organization?
The running back coach, we done got on the Zoom a couple of times, talked a couple of times, man. But that's about it. The head coach, the running back coach, that's about it, man. I don't know any players on the team as of now, but I do have players from my hometown. Play with some players that's going to be up there. So excited to meet the new people, get a relationship with the new people, and build a bond.
Some big name coaches in this league. Who's the Battlehawks head coach?
Bro.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, you know him. I would assume.
Yeah, most definitely, man. I know him, and I know there's some more names. Ted Ginn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's his name. I seen him. You know, he's a 49er. He was a 49er, man. So that was just, crazy to see. I seen there was a couple coaches that played quarterback. I think it's one with the Stallions. He played quarterback in the league. So it's just a lot of excitement in the league. A lot of young coaches, man, that's trying to get their shot. Not just young, but a lot of coaches that's trying to get their shot, man, with a lot of players that's trying to get their shot. So excited for it, man, happy for it, and can't wait to see what these next couple months going to look like.
Yeah, we talked to James Larsen, and we'll run that interview coming up later on in the show, but he covers the UFL and talked about some of these coaches, but A.J. McCarron, who was recently, with the Bengals and Bama, and Chris Redmond, I hadn't heard his name in forever. He's an old Louisville quarterback, really good quarterback. He'll be coaching in the league. Rick Neuheisel's been around forever. Anthony Becht, I remember him as a tight end for the Jets, and pretty cool to have Ricky Prohl also coaching in the league and coaching those Battlehawks, and very appropriate. Ricky Prohl went to the Super Bowl with the Rams back in the day, so pretty appropriate there when they were in St. Louis.
Definitely, man. It's always appropriate, man, when he's been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? So being able to hear his story, man, being able to just watch him lead and just accept that standard, man, that he's going to set there, man. I'm just excited for it, man. I really am.
And a long way to go before we get here, Rahjai, but we talked to James Larsen about the St. Louis team, and they love their Cardinals in baseball, but they don't have an NBA team. They don't have the Rams anymore, so they are hungry for another sports team, and they really pack it out for Battlehawks games. So, again, a long way to go for you to experience that, but that's got to be a pretty cool feeling, Rahjai, and maybe something to give you even more motivation to get there and play in a game there.
Most definitely, man. I heard that's what everybody talks about, man. That's what Ricky Prohl talked about, man, on the phone, man. Just talked about his environment of game day and everything. So excited to get down there, man. Excited to just play, man. Excited to get my name out there and show these kids, man, and show these athletes, man, that it's possible to, live out your dream, man, or whatever profession or whatever route you got to go.
Rahjai, how are your girls doing? You said they weren't too sure. One of them said you're going on vacation without them. So how are they feeling right about now?
Definitely. They still not really. They run around and everything. I be trying to get them and sit them down and tell her, especially Emery, but she just be running around. But I think she understands I'm be leaving for a little bit. But, FaceTime, and she got phones now, so she going to be blowing my phone up. I already know.
So the season starts, I think, towards the end of March. So how long? You said training camp kind of begins on Monday. How long is the camp, Rahjai?
I believe it's like 3 to 4 weeks, something like that. Like a regular camp, I believe. And then, like I said, you're gonna hit the ground running. I think the week after camp is games, and there's games every week, man. It's games every week. Man, I'm ready to get to it, man. My body feels fresh. I feel like I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm excited. I really am.
And all the teams are going to be based there in Dallas and meet up, so you'll probably get some scrimmages and stuff like that too, I would imagine.
Yeah, I believe you get a couple scrimmages throughout camp,
yeah,
joint practices and stuff like that, man. So that's something I've never had. So excited to see that too. You know what I'm saying? Excited to see other people practice and see how pros practice and stuff like that. It's always good to get that feedback and just get that knowledge from them pros.
Rahjai, I know you've been training, man. Again, every time we talk to you on Wednesday, you're either about to or coming from training. But how about training with the ball in your hands? Have you been able to do that at all here since your layoff? And the ball security stuff, is that something that you're going to have to get your feet wet again with?
I've been training it, man. At least minimum once a week, man. In the ball, man. Ever since I've been. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to work on it or anything like that, man. Because I know that's a part of my position. I know I gotta protect that pitch. So I'm ready to just hit the ground running, man. I'm ready to go in the helmet, show the ass, whatever I go on, man. Get out there, man, and just show to everybody, show the world.
Yeah, and I guess it's been a long time since you've been hit. So, you ready for that first hit?
It's been a couple months since I've been hit, man. But it's all good, man. That's what this sport is about, man. That's what it's sport about.
All right, Rahjai, ready to roll and ready to head to Greenville to eat some Basil's wings too, right?
Some wings, man. I'm telling y'all, wings and pizza. Never tell you.
If you are hitting up Basil's, hit the Rahjai wings. That's his recommendation. I like the pastas and the pizzas, but can't go wrong with some good wings at Basil's as well. Rahjai, we wish you the best of luck, man. We'll let you get your feet wet, and we'll try to check in with you again next week, man. See how you're doing there in Dallas.
Most definitely, man. Let's do it.
All right. Thanks, Rahjai.
Yep, thank you.
Rahjai Harris. And I said if he is playing in the UFL, I will be watching the UFL. So really hoping he makes it with the St. Louis Battlehawks. We'll talk to James Larsen later on in the program. Covers the UFL, does a lot of stuff for the league, and talk about some of the new teams, the coaches, some of the Pirates to keep an eye on. We'll do that later on in today's show. Also, Ellerby one-on-one with Dwayne Ledford coming up in hour number 2. But before we get there, we got to talk some Pirate baseball with Jared Watkins. We'll take a timeout, come back, and talk to J-Bone live at Clark LeClaire Stadium. When we return, do we have a score in hockey? Goose egg. USA-Sweden quarterfinal action of the Olympics in Italy. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
Attention Pirates and runners, be sure to join the fun Saturday, March 28th for the Pirate 10-miler, 4-miler, or Double Down Challenge. The road race starts and finishes at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium and runs through the best of Greenville. Get in on all the action and reserve your spot at the starting line today. Sign up now at pirate10miler.com. Use the code Pirate Radio to save 15% off your race registration. That's pirate10miler.com, special code Pirate Radio. See you there, March 28th.
Imagine the fun, boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale. Imagine the fun, boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
The Buccaneer Music Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bugged up.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Altavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Altavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Altavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit AltavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Altavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Pirates supporting pirates.
This is Josh Moylan, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine has been caring for Pirate Nation and the student athletes at East Carolina University for more than 35 years and are the official team physicians for ECU. Orthopedics East provides a variety of general and specialized operative and non-operative orthopedic services to meet the needs of the patients of Eastern North Carolina. For more information, call 757-2663 or visit orthoeast.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's your host, Clip Brock.
All right, back with you on this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Still to come, a lengthy chat with Dwayne Ledford, the former Pirate, who has been in the coaching world for a long, long time. Also, James Larsen from the UFL, and Brooksy, intern Brooks, former intern Brooks, now a play-by-play voice for the
Binghamton Bears? Bears?
Big Black Bears.
Something like that.
Binghamton Big
Brooksy is going to be so mad at us that we don't know.
Binghamton Bears.
That sounds right.
That sounds very right. We'll talk Canes, we'll talk Olympics, and find out what's going on with the Binghamton Bears when we talk to Brooks coming up in hour number 3. But right now, we'll go out to the Turner Home Team Live line and check in with J-Bone. Jared Watkins joining us. Must-win Wednesday for ECU baseball, Jared.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could call it that. Don't really want to get started 1 in, what would it be, 4 now after a disappointing game last night. So, yeah, I'd say must win.
You were in Bowie's Creek, right?
Yeah.
Pitching was there. Hitting was not. Defense was not, apparently, right?
John Jenkins absolutely lit it up, and thankfully he did, because the defense behind a lot of the other pitchers didn't really give them what they needed, and the bats couldn't get going. Jack Herring, though, still had a pretty decent game. Double RBI into left field, I believe, was an absolute bomb. So if he can keep going and everybody can follow order, I think the bats can get going today.
Talking to J-Bone, or as Nick has it on the graphic, Jabone.
That's the French pronunciation.
Jabone. Nick, of course, passing the buck, said, I did not make that. Zach made it. I did not make that.
It's French, le little guy.
Jabone.
Jabone, le little guy.
Well, Jarrett, as Jay from Stop Shop said earlier today, 2-1 in a midweek game, usually a 7-5. Got to get the bats going, man. What's going on?
I don't know, man. I mean, we kind of saw it last year, but with the feeling around this team, you thought that this is a lot better team than last year. So, but it seems like they're facing the same struggles early on in the season. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think they'll come around, but just do not want to dig yourself this type of hole. I am excited to see Ryan Towers on the bump today.
Yeah, we saw him a little bit over the weekend. Had a good first inning of pitching, and then it just got out of hand in that second inning of him. But coming off an injury that took him out of the game all last season, wasn't really expecting to see much from him. So hopefully we can see a lot more tonight.
And we will, the hits keep coming. We'll get a day off, and then North Carolina will be the opponent, and we'll talk to Adam Lucas. You set that up. We'll talk to him coming up tomorrow regarding some Tar Heel baseball. But, man, it's another reason you got to get this one. I think Jamie pointed that out in the chat, that with 3 coming up against the Tar Heels, you got to start stacking wins somewhere.
Absolutely. I mean, Carolina, a tough opponent, one of the top teams in the country. Look, I think we have the pitching to keep up with Carolina, but that can only hold you for so long. So hopefully bats get rolling tonight and we can kind of gain some momentum going into a tough series against the in-state foe.
Jared, coming up Thursday, we'll have our dog of the day. You're 0-1, right?
Well, I guess you could say that because, the replacement pick I was going to do lost anyways, Conca-Nipple, to win the 3-point contest. So, yeah, Corey LaJoy, absolute bonehead move in the duel last week, took him out of the 500, so no way for him to finish top 10.
I hate that I missed Monday because I probably watched more of the Daytona 500 than I've ever watched in my life, and I enjoyed it. A lot of lead changes. We've probably had more wrecks in the past, but we had a couple of big ones, and especially to end it. I basically broke even. I had Chase Elliott top 5 to break even, but he finished third, I think, sideways. So it was a really fun race.
Yeah, it felt like this. With the playoffs now gone, going back to the chase, I don't want to say a new era, but it felt like we're back to the good old days. I know that's probably an overreaction after seeing one race of this new format, but you see a guy like Kyle Busch at the end, he kind of just goes off to the side and falls to the back, and his spotter's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, I'm not going to race to the wreck, like trying to get points here. It's based off points." And he started 30th before that wreck and finished 15th. So, I think you're going to see a lot better strategy instead of just like, hey, let me win or die trying with this new playoff format or chase format. So.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, and I was going to bring that up, and we'll talk about it with you and Mac Monday, but you basically said it there, that maybe some guys will go for, 5th instead of, trying to get first or crash. Is that what you're saying?
If you're that far back and kind of out of the out of a potential win, I think that's the smart move.
J-Bone will not be here Thursday, so I'll go and talk a little Hornets with you. Hornets and Rockets coming up Thursday night. Hornets trying to carry over that momentum before the All-Star break, and they'll have a tough test. They did beat Houston on the road last week, so we'll see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I'm not too optimistic about this. Obviously, Miles Bridges and Moussa Diabate still serving their suspensions, but when they were suspended for the game before the All-Star break, P.J. Hall came in and looked absolutely phenomenal, had a double-double, and hopefully we can get Kobe White back. So, I don't think it's a lost cause, these next 2 games against Houston and Cleveland, but I'm not going to expect a win here.
By the way, I'm late. It's Wednesday, but Jennings Hall of Shame, Jarrett Watkins. I should have known, the 3rd time you said, Damian Lillard's in it, he doesn't have a leg. I figured, the 3rd time you said that I should have bet on Damian Lillard to win the 3-point contest.
Yeah, bad call for me. But when you make Conca-Nipple sit on the bench for an hour, of course the hottest hand's going to win. They made him go first. What are you doing?
Fair enough. Conspiracy. All right, J-Bone, what's your prediction for ECU and Northern Illinois?
I'm going to say 14-4, and we get out of here early.
All right, there it is. J-Bone, have a great day at the yard, and we'll see you soon, buddy.
Yep, see you soon. Looking forward to the conversation with Brooks about the Binghamton Black Bears. Looking forward to that.
Binghamton Black Bears. Of course, that's the team name. All right, thank you, Jarrett, a.k.a. Jabone. So that's not your graphic, Nick? You don't want to edit it or anything? You just want to keep it like it is? Nick goes 2 hands up. I'm not the police, man. I didn't say put your hands where I can see them.
Zach made a masterpiece. I wanted to honor it.
Nick does comply. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Hands up.
No need to.
Goes with the flow.
Yeah, no need to go against it.
Jabone joining us on the Turner Home Team Live
do you
line.
want us to compliment you on not changing that?
I don't think I like compliments. I'm gonna be real.
Okay. I was just checking.
Why no hat today, Nick?
I thought my hair was fine, and then the
Good
wind
hair day?
was really disgustingly bad. So it was kind of blew all over the place. Now I don't have a hat.
I like the floppy look. Real quick, while we got time, we got a few minutes. So last Friday, we were giving Nick suggestions on what to say to homegirl on Hinge, and you went with straight up. Been on any cool vacations lately, or something like? What'd you say?
I think I went weak at first. You people got mad, and then I steered it in a great direction. And I made jokes about, where you want to go. Italy, Mexico, local, trying to see
Hold on. You're going too fast here.
I'm trying to just explain my thing.
Your first message was?
It was something about have any cool trips planned, any interesting trips.
She said, unfortunately, no.
Nah.
You came back with...
I think I said...
We need to change that.
Yeah,
we need to fix that.
Yeah, we should fix that.
And she said that... hold on. I've got the text. Because I was like super pumped for you. So, Nick went up... Let's see. All right, here we go. Nothing planned yet, unfortunately. Nick said, hate to hear it. Maybe we could change that. Whoa! Smooth operator. Nice. She said, I'd like that. Whoa! Bang! And then Nick also texted me the stadium pulse all the way up for you college football players. What the heck went wrong after that? It sounded so promising.
I did a thing of trying to gauge if I took her to dinner. I did you want to go to Italy, Mexico, local cuisine. Did that.
Good move. I like that move.
She said Italy, so I said we should try the local cuisine sometime to get used to it. And she said sure. And then I asked what day. And I didn't get a response for 3 days or 2 days. So
I think you played this one good. I don't. This isn't on you. This is on her.
Amen.
So I like the way you played that, Nick.
Yeah, I thought I did too. And then obviously
Nick just has an apartment full of flowers that are dying.
There's actually not a single bit of flowers in my apartment.
They're all dead. There's petals all over the ground.
No. Never.
Does she love me? Does she love me not? Does she love me?
Man, that sounded so promising.
I was like, wow, this is going a lot better than I really thought it was.
When she had said, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Man, I popped the champagne, I admit, a little early. I lit up the cigar.
I did the Jalen Brunson 3-point celebration. Just
yeah. Son of a gun. All right. Well, not the one. But maybe next time. Update on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Bucs. So, was there controversy? Did Canada win their game earlier?
They did in overtime. Really, really good game.
There was some controversy, right? The opposing team had too many men on the ice when they scored.
And then in the post game, the Czech head coach basically went, "Yeah, these refs sucked."
Yeah.
And it's like, nice. I mean, you got away with one to get a lead, but...
So Canada wins right now. Did another game go to OT?
Yeah, Finland, Switzerland. Finland won in overtime. Aho scored the first goal.
Sebastian Aho. Right now, USA and Sweden scoreless as they head to the second period. Coming up tonight, boy, busy night. East Carolina taking on Wichita State. Pirates are 7.5, 8.5 point dogs, depending on where you look. Pirate baseball getting underway pretty soon. They take on Northern Illinois, and ECU softball playing at 5 o'clock as they will play at UNC Wilmington. So a busy sports day here locally and beyond. Top 25 action tonight. Arizona, number 4 in the country, they lost 2 games. Who'd they lose to?
Oh, they were just talking about this Monday, and I forgot.
We're not talking about this. Who does Arizona lost to is my question, and I will find that answer for you. As they are 23-2, they have lost. Does that mean they've lost 2 in a row?
Yeah.
Yes, to Kansas and Texas Tech. Texas Tech turned around and lost to Arizona State last night. So we are at that point of the college basketball season where it's just going to be calamity from now to the end of it. But Arizona is at home tonight against BYU. Kansas on the road at Okie State. Virginia 22-3 on the road at Georgia Tech tonight. The Johnnies, number 17 in the country, 20-5 at Marquette. Top 25 matchup, Arkansas at Alabama. UConn hosts Creighton coming up at 7 o'clock. Vandy, number 19, on the road at Mizzou. Number 10, Illinois, will go out to the left coast to take on Southern Cal. And Gonzaga, 25-2, is at San Francisco. Is Santa Clara still in the lead in the West Coast Conference? Let me check that real quick.
The Fighting Herb Sendex?
Is he still out there? Julius Hodge was out there?
Pretty sure Herb Sendek is out there.
About State putting it on North Carolina last night.
Yeah, somebody who had UNC plus 7.5. It was awesome.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Santa Clara is a half game behind Gonzaga. The Bulldogs are 13-1. Broncos 13-2. St. Mary's 12-2 as they fight for the West Coast Conference Championship. Looking at the American real quick, with the Pirates taking on Wichita tonight. Wichita is 8-5. They are 2 games behind first place South Florida. They're in a tie with Tulsa for second place. And East Carolina right now, can they make the American tournament? They have pretty much cleared UTSA. They got to get by Rice, who they split with. They're a half game behind Rice, and they are a game and a half behind FAU. So Pirates need to win tonight. Let's see. They got UTSA again. Let's see if they have FAU again, because they would need to beat them. They do not. They got Wichita, Charlotte, UTSA, Memphis, Tulsa, UAB. So Pirates are going to need to win and get some help if they want to make it to the American tournament. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Hour 2, Ellerby one-on-one with Dwayne Ledford. Got that on the way. Pirate Radio Live rolls on after this.
Hey, Pirate fans, did you know there are thousands of special needs children and adults right here in our community that loves ECU athletics as much as you do? Robbie's Clubhouse is a local nonprofit organization that can turn your unused ECU tickets into a fun day for a family with special needs. If you can't make it to the next Pirate game, simply call 1-800-DIAL-ECU and donate and designate your tickets for Robbie's Clubhouse. Go Pirates!
Greenville Motor Company, celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We offer service specials and coupons, monthly deals to help you save. We also offer our customers pick-up and drop-off services, convenient scheduling for your busy life. We'll help you get the service you need with your busy schedule.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
After years in the making, the new Papa John's Pan Pizza recipe is ready. Introducing a new pan pizza with edge-to-edge cheese and toppings, a crispy garlic Parmesan crust, and 6 cheeses. It's the perfect balance of a soft, fluffy interior dough and a crispy crust. You'll agree this pan pizza was worth the wait. Order the new pan pizza today from your local Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
It's bow time. Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. One bite and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve breakfast all day, every day. But this isn't just breakfast. It's 2 for $4. So you can get 2 savory sausages on fluffy buttermilk biscuits. Biscuits made the right way, by hand. Oh yeah, did we mention they're never frozen? Well, you're probably hungry now, so hurry over to Bojangles, because this 2 for $4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe? Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock, Shirley Rhodes, Nick Bass. So, get ready for some Pirate baseball. We'll keep you up to date on that on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. But right now, one-on-one, Ellerby and Dwayne Ledford will hit part 1 of that interview.
Welcome in a very, very special guest joining us on Pirate Radio Live today. East Carolina alum, a football player here in the 90s, has had a heck of a football journey that's continuing in Baltimore now as he is the new Ravens offensive line coach. And what a pleasure it is to have Dwayne Ledford join us on the show today. Dwayne, good to see you. Good to hear from you.
Oh, I appreciate you guys having me on. It's great to hear from you guys, and any type of call from Greenville, North Carolina, you always look forward to those.
Pirate Radio, we love to follow all the athletes, former athletes, and of course the ones that are in coaching or playing. And you've had a heck of a journey since leaving here, East Carolina. But I want to start with your path. How did you get to East Carolina? How did Dwayne from Marion, North Carolina, make his path to come here and put on the helmet and shoulder pads and play for the Purple and Gold?
Yeah, well, Paul Jett was my recruiter. So he recruited me when I was at McDowell High School up in the western part of the state up there. And, and not like we got a lot of traction when it came to recruiting up there in the mountains of North Carolina. And so Coach Jed, he started recruiting me, and there's some good stories with Coach Logan, and just coming to my hometown and just actually going to a house that was a couple of houses down below me, and sitting in there for probably about a good 30 to 45 minutes before he realized that he was just in some random guy's house and wasn't in my house when he was coming to do a home visit. And the guy directed him up the hill towards my house. And but I was glad that, East Carolina and Coach Logan, Coach Jed, they really, I enjoyed it when I came there. When I came there, I really enjoyed the atmosphere when I saw how passionate the fan base was for the games that we went to. And then the vision that Coach Logan was talking about, where he wanted to see the program. It was just something like, when you drove into Greenville, you knew that football was important there. It was something that people really enjoyed, not only just talking, but just being a part of it. It was the community, and I really enjoyed that. I wanted to be somewhere where it was like that, and I was glad that Coach Logan and Coach Jed that they gave me an opportunity to come there, because it completely changed who I was as a person, and obviously helped me to get to where I am today. Just falling in love with, the not only the process of being a student athlete there in Greenville, but also just the coaches and how they really molded me to where I wanted to be a coach one day. And that they definitely really, they were the ones that really got me to wanting to be able to do this. I wanted to have the impact like Jeff Connors had on me. And I originally wanted to be a strength coach, and actually was helping out Coach Connors when he was at Chapel Hill. I thought that was the path that I was going to go, because he just had such an impact on me as a person. And there's so many people there in Greenville that touched my life that I'll always be forever grateful for them.
What were your options besides East Carolina, and what was do you remember the one or two that you mentioned? The atmosphere, the vision Coach Logan was selling. What were your other options, and what was the tipping point that made you want to come to Greenville?
It was East Carolina was my first offer, and I was blown away by the first visit. I was getting recruited by Carolina, NC State, Wake Forest, some of the ACC schools there, but I just really felt how important it seemed like I was to East Carolina. And once they offered East Carolina, I committed right away. And it was something that I committed really early. And it was something that, I just knew that was the place that I was wanting to be. And I wasn't heavily recruited, but I wanted to be somewhere where I felt like I was wanted. And it was I think I was kind of like the typical story of a lot of people that got recruited to East Carolina at the time. And a lot of us kind of took that mindset of always having that little chip on your shoulder. It's like, yeah, were you quite good enough for the Tar Heels, for the Wolf Pack? It was, they liked you, but were you, when East Carolina, you knew that it felt more like they really wanted, that there was a plan. And so it was kind of like going to East Carolina and just proving to everybody that, hey, we're going to show you. And you guys may have overlooked a couple of us, but you guys don't want to play on us on Saturdays.
Yeah, and you got here early enough in Logan's tenure where the chip is always talked about. And I really feel like you were a part of the program that really had that chip the most, because they kind of post the dream season of 1991, early in Logan's tenure, trying to get East Carolina as an independent on the map. What was that like of Logan's vision and the coaches of trying to get East Carolina motivated to be noticed?
It was really exciting at that time. We came there, and it was just a really good time. everybody was excited. They were excited with the success that they had in the bowl game. And you know, and we were playing, we're kind of like in the Big East at the time. And so it was kind of a vision in which, you know, you're playing West Virginia, you're playing Virginia Tech, you're going to try to play all the in-state schools. And it was kind of like, hey, we're going to try to show everybody that we can be the best program in the state of North Carolina and be able to play on that national scene against all these other schools out there. And so, and that's what I enjoyed about it. You know, I wanted to. That was kind of my approach. Like, I felt like in high school, I was overlooked. I thought that, you know, just being from a small town, very blue collar place that I love dearly, you know, it kind of taught that, you know, hard work can make up for a lot. And I just felt like East Carolina was an example of that for me. And I just felt like it was a place where I belonged. And, you know, Logan's vision of, you know, it was kind of difficult when I first got there because I was a defensive lineman. And I remember when he came to me going into my senior year, he's like, hey, Dwayne, we've had success with like Lamont Burns moving over to the defense, from defense to offense. And he told me, he's like, hey, you may not like this, but, you know, I got a vision for you. Would you move over to the offensive line? And as a defensive lineman, that was the last thing you ever wanted to hear. And I was a starting defensive end the year before. And, you know, looking back on it, I know why he did it. I couldn't get off blocks. And so from the coaching side of it, but he had a vision and a plan even at that point for me. And he told me, he's like, hey, you do this, I think you'll have an opportunity to play at the next level if you want to, because you'll be able to show like a lot of your athletic ability and the things that you have as a defensive player, bring that over on the offensive side of the ball. And, you know, I was always one of those guys. You tell me to do, if a coach told me to do something like, all right, coach, which and where, how do you want it done? I'm going to do it. And I was glad that he gave me that opportunity because it opened the door for me to go on into the NFL. And it helped me, you know, I bounced around the NFL for a long time, was in 8 training camps, played 7 years. And it allowed me to really not only be a part of a lot of different locker rooms, be around a lot of great players, but towards the end of my playing career, I took advantage of what the NFL had set up for players to kind of help them transition into like whatever field that they wanted to get involved in. And I did an internship with NFL Europe and fell in love with coaching. And I kind of knew right then, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life and as long as I can. And, you know, and I always look back to it, you know, it was Logan that gave me the opportunity to move over to the offensive line that opened the door for me with an NFL career that allowed me to kind of get into this whole coaching career for myself. And so I'm always thankful for him and that opportunity and what East Carolina gave me.
Did it take that of playing at East Carolina, playing in the NFL, and then the coaching bug got into you, or did you ever have that bug start to be planted in your ears and eyeballs when you were here earlier at East Carolina?
You know, like I was so Connors had a profound impact on me. And I'm sure most people, everybody would tell you the same thing that's ever been with him. And he was somebody that really impacted me. And I wanted, as I was going through college, I remember Coach Logan asked me, he's like, what do you want to be? What do you want to do when you graduate here? And I told him, I was like, well, I want to be just like Coach Connors. I want to be a strength coach. I want to be in the weight room. I want to be with a team. I want to try to motivate them. I try to influence them, try to have an impact on kids, on players' lives. And so for me, that's what Connors was the one, because that's what he did for me. I wanted to be like that for somebody else. And so like coaches, other than my parents, coaches have always been so impactful to me. I kind of knew in college that's what I wanted to do. But it was until towards the end of my playing days when I did that internship in NFL Europe that I really caught the bug and was like, yeah, you know, I'm really going to, this is what I'm going to be. This is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to proceed with.
When you played here at East Carolina, when young Dwayne got here from Marion, North Carolina, who were some of the first teammates that had an impact on you, and who are some of your brothers for life that you left East Carolina and still keep up with today?
Jeff Kerr was my roommate, and so we came in together. And but Jeff and I, we're still very close to this day. He came down to Atlanta a lot when I was with the Falcons. Brought his family down for a couple of games and stayed in contact throughout the years with Jeff. We have a very close relationship. So Jeff Kerr was one of them. Matthew Semenza was another one. Very close friend of mine. Rod Coleman. Terrell Williams, who Terrell and I, we still talk a lot and get to see each other in the off season up here and everything. And so it was a lot of guys during that time. All of us, it seemed like when we came in, we were a very close group and kind of stayed like that the whole time. And very fortunate for those guys and the relationships that we have and still have today. And wish it was something where, we could get around more. Like I want to get back down to Greenville at some point for like a spring game and just see the guys and everybody at game day. But it's tough now just with our schedules, with our season and our calendars to be able to do that. But definitely looking forward to that. But those guys, because that's the thing about it. When you come to college, it's so many different people from different areas of the country, basically, like coming together. And you're relying on each other because you're new to a new city, you're new to a new it's everything's new, and so you're finding it out together. And so that's where a lot of those relationships, and then going through it together with Connors, it forged some relationships. You had to rely on each other a lot, and thankful and glad that we had each other during our time there.
I know I was going to ask you what your favorite memory of East Carolina is, but is some of your favorite and worst memories with Coach Connors?
The games, obviously those were great and those were fun, and always you'll remember that. You'll remember coming out there, being on the field. But I'm telling you, that little weight room that we had in Ward Sports Medicine Building with no windows, and it was just work. Like some of those days in there, and also out on that field running 300s in the summertime in the Greenville heat. Those are times I remember more or just as much as some of the games. And that kind of speaks on just, what the type of work that we were putting in there together. Because we always felt like we were going to outwork people. It was always the fourth quarter comes around, we're going to be in better shape, better condition than any team that we were going to play. And to me, I always felt like you could always be stronger than your opponent. That's something that you could control with the weight room and the amount of work that you put in there.
You left East Carolina, and as you mentioned, had a lot of success moving around, playing in the NFL, a lot of different experiences. What was that like, and how did it have an impact on your life?
You left Greenville, like leaving from Marion, North Carolina, coming to Greenville, it was like going to a major city for me. Asheville, North Carolina was like the closest, basically, city that we had growing up. And so I came from a really small town. And then when I went to Greenville, that was huge to me. And so when I left Greenville, I'd go out to San Francisco. I'd go out there as a free agent. And so you can imagine kind of like how shell-shocked I was when I went out there. And, but it was a great experience getting that's the whole thing with football. It has literally shown me the world. And I say that because I also coached in NFL Europe and spent springs and summers over in Frankfurt, Germany, Dusseldorf, doing camps throughout Europe. And even now we get to go over there and play in regular season games. Like we were over in Berlin last year. And so this game, I'm so indebted to because it's provided for me and my family. It's given me a great education. It's gave me a great education there at East Carolina. It's shown me things that I would have never seen if I just stayed there in my hometown. And so it's something that the experiences that this game, this sport has given me, it's been unbelievable. and something I never take for granted. And even like now, being up here in Baltimore and just being around this organization, it's just the experiences that you gather from all this is very unique and something that is very special.
How many conversations do you have about, hey, I played at East Carolina, I went to East Carolina? Because you mentioned Terrell Williams. He was just with the Patriots in the Super Bowl and, of course, just had a cancer battle. There's so many East Carolina connections, whether they coached here or played here. How often are you talking East Carolina when you're through your NFL journey and now coaching journey?
Oh, it's a lot. These locker rooms, there's when you're talking about, your schools and everything like that. And so anytime we're playing, anybody, and there's some of either players or whoever in a locker room, it's a lot of pride. And Saturdays are always a great time because we can put back on the college gear. I was laughing around and joking around with some of the equipment guys down in the equipment room earlier. I was like, man, it kind of feels good putting this purple back on. It's been a while. And so I think everybody that's come through there in Greenville, when they leave there, I think that when they look back on it, and even till today, there's a lot of pride that comes from being a part of that program, being a part of that community down there.
Our special guest, Dwayne Ledford, he is with the Baltimore Ravens right now. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk about Dwayne Ledford and what he is doing today, his NFL coaching journey, and what he thinks about the NFL. But a lot of good stuff with East Carolina. But we'll take a quick break. We'll come back more with Dwayne Ledford right after this.
And I will now send it to break, and we will hear more from Dwayne Ledford right after this. Great chat with Ellerby, part 2 on the way after this timeout.
What's up, Pirates? Susan Andrews here, ambassador for the Greenville Museum of Arts. Get ready for the 2026 Art Ball Saturday, February 28th at the Hilton Greenville. We're talking fine dining, drinks, live music from the Monterio Experience, dancing, and thrilling auctions. There will be a silent and live auction for items like a week stay at Porta Mayarta, all while supporting your community. Don't wait. Grab your tickets now at gmoa.org, and let's party for a great cause.
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Singo on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9, hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Yappy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
This is former ECU baseball player and mayor of Greenville, PJ Connolly, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, Pirates lead at 1-0 early on at Clark LeClaire Stadium on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, and Team USA leading 1-0 over Sweden in the Olympics. So a couple of 1-0 scores in the right direction right now on that Buck scoreboard. We'll keep you up to date on that, but right now we'll get you back to part 2 of Dwayne Ledford's chat with our Jonathan Ellerby.
All right, welcome back into the program. Great having our guest join us from Baltimore today, because he is the new Ravens offensive line coach. He is Dwayne Ledford. Dwayne, a lot of great East Carolina memories you've had there, and as you transitioned to being a coach, you went through a lot of colleges, made some stops, including here at East Carolina, and then eventually now as an NFL coach. But tell us about your journey. Obviously, you're with the Ravens right now, but the process of how you kind of guided your way. You made a lot of stops in the state of North Carolina at different schools as well, in addition to ECU.
Yeah, it's kind of unique. Like, I've spent like so many years. Like, even once I graduated, my wife and I, we were dating at the time when we were in San Francisco. We were leaving San Francisco. I got released by them, and we were like, we need to find somewhere where we're going to, like, where's home base? She was wanting to go back to school. We're from the same hometown. She went to Chapel Hill for school. And so we kind of decided on Raleigh being like our home base. And so we bought a house in Raleigh. And we had that house while I was still chasing the NFL and being on different teams, bouncing around. And so like we had the house here in Raleigh. And then when I got into coaching, I did NFL Europe. And then once NFL Europe season was over with, my first coaching job, so it was NFL Europe. And then I was coaching at Sanderson High School there in Raleigh. And Jason Tyndall, who was also an East Carolina grad. We were in some grad classes together there at East Carolina. Jason was the head coach there at Sanderson, and gave me an opportunity to come there and help him out. And I did that, and then I had an opportunity to come back to East Carolina and be a GA for Coach Holtz. And Steve Shankweiler, it was my offensive line coach that I played for. Loved Coach Shank. He was the best. And so I played for Shank, but then Shank was also looking for a graduate assistant at the time. And so I was able to. He hired me as a GA there at East Carolina. I was there for 2 years, and then my first full-time job was at Tennessee State in Nashville. And so I was there for 1 year. Then I left there, went to Gardner Webb in Bowling Springs, North Carolina. And so I was at Gardner Webb for a year, and then App State had an opening. And, I felt like it was, if I could get that opportunity to go to Appalachian State. They obviously had a great program, Jerry Moore, the success that they've had there just from a program standpoint. Well, they were kind of going through a coaching change where he just hired Scott Satterfield and was looking for a couple more coaches. And it was one of those things like every year, it's already kind of came and went now. But it's one of those things where they have these coaches convention that like all the coaches they go to, it's like a week long. You get to meet a lot of new faces. It's a lot of interviews, a lot of moving parts happen at these things. And the convention was, so I was at Gardner Webb and the convention was in San Antonio at the time. And I told my wife, she was living in Raleigh. I was like, I'm going to get this Appalachian job. And she told me, she's like, all right, sounds good. And I'm sure she was just thinking like, oh, okay, whatever. Like I'm still here in Raleigh trying to making it work for us while you chase this coaching thing. And so I went out to San Antonio with trying to see Coach Moore because I never met him before. And spent the whole time there, never ran into him. And I remember the last day I was there, I was like, man, been on the road recruiting. I didn't see Coach Moore. I was kind of frustrated. But to me, that Pirate spirit, man, of never giving up, it hit me because I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to the airport and I'm going to get there early and I'm going to walk up and down the terminals until I try to find Coach Moore. And I walked up and down. I got there early in the morning. I walked up and down all the terminals. He was literally at the last gate of one of the terminals, he and his wife, Margaret. And he probably was like, man, who's this guy coming to talk to me? But I went up to him, introduced myself, and I told him, I was like, I want to be your offensive line coach. I was like, I've been looking for you, but I want to introduce myself. And so it was a long process, but it was just like one of those things. I didn't want to be denied this opportunity because I thought it was be a good opportunity to kind of truly break into, a really good program, learn from Coach Moore and everything that he did at App. And long story short, I ended up getting that job. And, I spent 4 years up there with Coach Satterfield. It was during the transition with Coach Moore retiring and then Coach Satterfield taking the over up there. And then I left Appalachian State to go to NC State. Dave Dorn hired me there. And had some good teams there during our run there at NC State. And then from NC State, Scott Satterfield got the Louisville job. And he told me, he's like, hey, I want you to come up here. I want you to be, I'm going to hire you as my offensive coordinator. And he's like, would you come up here with me? And, so it was something my wife and I, we were excited about. So we went to Louisville with Coach Satterfield and we're up there for 2 years. And then the opportunity to get into the NFL came about and was fortunate that Arthur Smith at the time there in Atlanta hired me to come to Atlanta. And I was there in Atlanta for the past 5 years. And obviously now up here in Baltimore, starting year one up here. And so when you look at it, like I was in the state of North Carolina pretty much my whole, and I love the state. I am the biggest North Carolina guy that you'll ever meet. Like anybody staff I've been on talk about how great the state is. I was, man, you can be in the mountains, you can be at the beaches. I was like, it's such a wonderful place. And my wife and I, we actually, in our hometown, we got a lake there and stuff like that. So we go back into the state of North Carolina a lot. We visit family. Both of our families are still there in North Carolina up in the mountains. So we spend a lot of time there still.
Everybody looks at Dwayne Ledford today and says, man, you're the offensive line coach, Baltimore Ravens. You're in the National Football League. And then you just told us about your journey, told us about walking through the airport with that pirate spirit, trying to get a job. Was there ever a time when you were tested that you thought about not doing coaching anymore and doing something else, and it was just getting the things were working too much against you, adversity?
Well, that was a trying part there, because when I first got into coaching, being a GA was tough because, you know, a lot of times former players, a lot of times, I think the perception is like a former player doesn't want to come in and put the work in like a GA, what all that they have to do. And so there's like a little bit of you got to, that, you know, I'm not above anything. Like, I'm going to go and put in the work. My whole life has been about putting in the work. That's what East Carolina taught me from day one. It's nothing different to today, being in here in this office right now in Baltimore. And so for me, I wanted to go and prove that, hey, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to show you that I can be an asset to anywhere I'm going to go to. I just need the opportunity and the chance. And so I'm just glad that Coach Holtz gave me that opportunity. He and Coach Shank there at East Carolina. And then when my first full-time job, that was in Nashville, Tennessee at Tennessee State. And my wife, she was going back to get her MBA at Chapel Hill. And, you know, that's something we lived away from each other while I was at East Carolina as a GA, because I had an apartment there. She was living in Raleigh. And so we did that for 2 years. Then when I went to Tennessee State, she stayed in North Carolina there in Raleigh to work while I was away. We saw each other maybe twice the whole year. And then when I went to Gardner-Webb, the same thing, because I was just starting my coaching journey. And to me, like, great places, but to me, I was still trying to see if I could climb the ladder. And it wasn't something I was willing to kind of take her away from school, getting her master's. And, you know, I wasn't ready to uproot the family yet. And so that whole time was very trying for us as a family. And then trying to get the app job, because Coach Moore, he had me interview about 4 times. It was one of those things where, you know, he got me to come up there, and he told me, he's like, now when you come up here, he's like, don't wear a suit or anything like that. I just want you to wear sweats, wear something you're comfortable in. I was like, all right, this will be good. And so I went up there, and then he asked me, he's like, I need to see your drill tape. And I told him, I was like, Coach, the places where I've been, we haven't had the luxury or the equipment to where I could have a drill tape. I can take you through the drills and show you everything that I would do with a player, with their development. And so we went out to the indoor and spent probably an hour just going through drills. Like, I went through it. And he still wouldn't he didn't tell me I was hired yet. And he brought me up like 2 other times. And finally, the last time, because my wife was to the point, she was like, I don't know if this is going to work. Like, you keep going up there. And I was like, this is going to work. He's going to hire me. And so that last one, but that whole time was a tough time, because you're really trying to get, your foot in the door in this coaching profession. And it's a wonderful profession, but at the same time, it's very, very taxing and tough on families. And that's the part. Like, even now, like being up here in Baltimore, like being away from the family, because I have a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old, both boys, and that's just something that's tough, being away from them. But it's part of that's what you kind of signed up for. And knowing that now I got to uproot my family to now they have to start back. Because for me, I got the team, I got these other coaches. We transition very easily, but for the families, it can be a very tough and difficult time for them to transition, and especially for your kids.
Absolutely. You mentioned, I don't think anybody's ever going to question your work ethic, and you may do more than the average person, it sounds like. But what's a typical day in the life like for Dwayne Ledford, the NFL coach?
Well, like right now, this time of the year, it's like when you start anything new, it's really trying to get to know the people that's in the building. And so it's trying to me, and Coach Mentor here, he talked about it from day one. To me, everything, and I learned this at East Carolina with Jerry Moore at App, but it's about the people and it's about the relationships. So to me, right now, it's everything about building these relationships with the coaches you work with, and also as you start to meet the players and building those relationships. Because it's, to me, the more connected you are as a staff, the more connected you are as a team with your players, the better that team is going to be. And to me, I think that's what it all starts with. And so it's really like starting that process now, getting to know your team, watching a lot of film on them. But now we're in this phase where the draft is coming up. You got the combine next week up in Indianapolis. And so it's getting ready for that, because you're getting ready for the draft to possibly, what are you going to do in the draft as far as like, so you got to get to know all these college prospects right now. And while you're doing that, we're also putting together our offense for the first time. And so it's meeting kind of, hey, we're going to call this, we're going to do this. And so just doing it all for the first time. And so it's really busy right now, but at the same time, it's awesome because you're really laying the groundwork for years to come. And so it's an important piece of it. But it's fun. And then once our players get here, our players will be here in the 1st of April. That's when we really get to kind of, connect with the players, let them really kind of know us and understand us. Because my whole thing is I've always, wherever I've been, it's always been about relationships, because some of the things that, you ask these, it's hard. This profession is hard. And to me, it's always about being connected with your players and just having that kind of relationship with them.
There's a guy up in Baltimore that named Keaton Mitchell that a lot of people down here still love. Are you excited about him being on your offensive team?
Yeah, I remember Keaton from when, when I was in Atlanta and we were looking at, obviously you're looking at all the prospects that are coming out. And obviously Keaton had a great career there. And he is you guys know exactly what Keaton is. And so, but it was something where, he is just, and when you look at the rosters, just the possibility of working with these guys, it's such a on, like it's an honor, like to be able to be in this locker room, to be in this building, and to have the opportunity to work with these players and to be a part of this organization. Because when you walk in here, it's pretty special. Like my kids, they came up this weekend with my wife, and you walk in the first door and you look over to your left and you see 2 Super Bowl trophies. And you think about the Ravens. I don't know how long they've been in existence, but that's 2 Super Bowl trophies in a fairly short amount of time that they've been playing here in Baltimore with the Ravens. And it's a special place. The organization it's special. And so you just feel honored to just have this opportunity to be around this organization and with these players.
Dwayne, you are obviously well respected. When the Atlanta Falcons had a bunch of changes on, you landed quickly back with the Ravens. A lot of other teams in the NFL wanted you. What is your future with coaching? Do you have head coach aspirations? Or you feel like you're locked in for the NFL? What if the job at East Carolina became open? Would that be something that would interest you?
No, I really want to be a head coach one day, and I think that's been my motivation. Every stop, every opportunity, like every team that I've been with, has just been an opportunity to kind of grow and just kind of see different ways in doing things, from college to my time here in the NFL now. And so to me, like, I want to have the opportunity to build to run a program as well, and to be a part of just having that chance to be able to run a program is something I definitely want to be able to hope that I get the opportunity to do one day. And so in the meantime, it's just, like I always say, like it's about the relationships with the players and just doing the job that you are doing, go out and be the very best that you can at it. And, I'm very fortunate to be around a lot of good people, a lot of great people that I respect. And so, but I do hope one day to have that opportunity to be a head coach.
Dwayne, I'm sure you will. Before we get out of here, I wanted to ask, what would Dwayne Ledford today tell 19-year-old Dwayne Ledford at East Carolina?
That's always a good question. It's one of those things where, I don't know, it's really, to me, the relationships to try to understand the relationships that you're forming right now in college, that they are going to last a lifetime. And to really just try to really sit back, and although some of those times were tough and they were hard, that there was a reason and a purpose behind everything that we were doing. There's a reason why, we ran those 300s and we had to make them in a certain time. There was a reason why we had to do the things that we did. But as I look back on it, those were hard times. And I'm thankful for the era that I was able to play in, because I think it was a lot about developing. And, with the landscape of college football now, it's a little bit different now with like the portal, with the NIL and everything like that. And so I'm just very thankful for the time that I had, because you look back on it and it's those times really forged who you are today. And so just kind of like understanding that a little bit better as a younger person, I think that would have been, it would have made that time go by a lot easier maybe. But also, just understanding how important those guys in that locker room, those people around you, what they truly meant to you later on when you left that building. And having those people to understand that more why you were there as a player. Because that's something that I was like, man, I wish I could see so-and-so again. I wish I could see, I miss, seeing Norris McCleary, Terrell, being around Rod and all those times that we had together. And because it's a short amount of time and it happens fast, and but try to just slow down a little bit and really embrace where your feet are at the time.
Well, Dwayne, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We could go hours. You cracked open a whole bunch of other topics about the portal, the NIL, all this other stuff. We'll have to have you back at another time. But you represent East Carolina well, and we're all proud of you, and we love following you and your journey with the Ravens, and hope that third Super Bowl trophy is up in the building with you, later this year when you guys get going. I know you'll have a tremendous lot of success, and who knows where your journey will head after this year and beyond.
Well, I know the Pirates have had a lot of success up here in Annapolis these last couple of years in the bowl games. And so obviously the Pirates have known how to travel up this area, and it's just a little short drive from Annapolis. Hopefully we can get you guys up here for some games or something like that up here in Baltimore. So, but I appreciate you guys having me on. It's awesome to be able to get back here and connect, and I follow you guys a lot, and I appreciate everything that you guys do and allowing us former players to stay connected with the program and everything that's happening there with the athletics in the city of Greenville.
Well, Dwayne, good luck. Go Ravens, and go Pirates.
Thank you very much.
Dwayne Ledford, one-on-one with Jonathan Ellerby. Awesome chat with an awesome Pirate there. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Things have changed since we started that interview. Northern Illinois now up 3-1 on East Carolina as they play in the top of the third inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. We will come back and wrap up hour number 2. Back with you after this.
Imagine the fun, boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale. Imagine the fun, boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Beauty Bar Medi-Spa specializes in non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals are dedicated to offering personalized solutions, giving you natural-looking results. If you've ever been curious about lip filler, now is the perfect time to explore it. For the entire month of February, enjoy special savings thoughtfully customized to enhance your natural beauty. Never overdone, always you. Not sure where to start? We offer free consultations, giving you the opportunity to ask questions and create a personalized plan just for you. Call Beauty Bar Medi-Spa today or book online at beautybarmedispa.com. 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Play it again, sports. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could.
Play it again, sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no-obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
This is Tyler Sneed, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. Country Mart is open every day, and they have two locations. One is in Bethel on Highway 11 and another in Stokes on Highway 903. And coming soon, Highway 11, right across from the Ayton Grifton High School. But locations of Country Mart are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart filling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Jamie says he's getting angry. It is 4-1, Northern Illinois over East Carolina. This one's kind of on me. Think back to things I was excited about. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders. Turd Burger. I was excited about Jay Shane. Didn't play this year. Think about things I was not excited about. Con Knuppel and the Hornets. They're awesome. And awesome. I was very excited for ECU.
Knuppel.
Very excited about ECU baseball. And here they are. Everything I get excited about. I was excited about Nick's opportunity with that girl on Hinge. Fell through.
Clear.
So this one's on me. Joel says it's okay. J-Bone said 14-4. That is still possible. The Pirate Bats could come alive. Getting guys on, but hitting with runners in scoring position. It's been an issue early. But I think the Pirates will prevail. I think the Pirates will put up some runs. I hope. Please. Coming up tonight, East Carolina and Wichita State. Shrew says, Shockers or Pirates tonight? Score. Well, East Carolina has been scoring a lot of points these last couple of games. Put up a lot against UTSA, 80-plus against Rice. If I had a loaded gun to my head. Why do we say that as a phrase? A gun to my head. Why does it have to be a gun? How about just if I had a stapler to my head? I don't want it to be lethal. But somebody was going to staple my head if I get it wrong. I would say Wichita State 79, Pirates 70. That would be my score for tonight. I will be honest with you. I do have a parlay. I've got USA hockey and Wichita State basketball money line parlay. Right now, USA up 1-0. I'll also be honest with you. ECU has been losing me money lately, the way they've been winning games, and good for them. Jordan Riley didn't hear no bell. Mike Schwartz didn't hear no bell. So, hey, I'm pleased with the way they have been playing. 7.5 is a lot of points. I mean, if I didn't have my ingrained feelings about ECU basketball, I might take the Pirates plus the points tonight. I don't think Wichita State's that good. 16-10. Let's see what they've done lately. Beat Tulsa. That's a good win. Lost to South Florida, which they're at the top of the league. Beat Tulane, beat Charlotte, lost to Tulsa. Beat Memphis, and they knocked off East Carolina by 17 at home Wednesday the 21st, about a month ago. So that is what they have been doing of late. I will take the Shockers, but I don't know. Probably the Pirates can hang around. Jamie said water gun to my head. Yeah, that's better. Super Soaker 300 to my head. All right, so we were going to talk to Mike Maniscalco today. He had something pop up. We'll get him on later. I reached out to Wade Minter to see if he could join me in a pinch. He just hit me back. He's in Australia. It's 9 a.m. where he is.
He's having another shrimp on the barbie.
So we're going to the bullpen. Brooks Hill will join us to talk Canes, to talk Olympic hockey. When we return, talk Pirates as well. He's probably angry at this baseball score. Brooksy will join us when we kick off Hour 3 after this.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $250 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. Warm up from the winter with hot manufacturer rebates and store discounts. Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, Wildcat, Expert, or XPR, get $25 back. Getting ready for turkey season? Buy any new Winchester Super X pump, shotgun, get $50 back. Or bring in the heat with a Savage $100 rebate on a Savage Renegade shotgun. Don't forget 50% off Nomad turkey gear. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North Restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Winter is here, but Stroud's Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Strouds Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins. that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, we've got a Jimmy Jack Ding Dong. Pirates doing some yard work. And it is now a 4-3 game. 2-run homer. Who was that? I did not see who that was. I'm sure Jamie can tell me.
I'll check on it for you here.
We will go out to the Turner Home Team Live line and talk to one of the more passionate Pirate fans that I know. He calls into the fifth quarter, so I thought he might just come on and start complaining about the baseball team, but they did just hit a dinger. So, Brooks, you feeling all right? Brooks Hill joins us. What's up, Brooksy?
Oh, what's up, man? Good to hear from you guys.
And Brooks, I hope you take this as a compliment and not an insult. Mike Maniscalco was supposed to join us today. Had something to do, so I went to the bullpen, and you're the next guy on my list behind Mike Maniscalco. That's a compliment, right?
I'll take that. You go from the National to the FPHL. There's a lot of steps in between that normally, but in this circumstance, I will take that.
There you go. And by the way, Davin Whitaker hit the home run for East Carolina to make it 4-3 in the third inning. Brooks, I want to talk Canes. I also want to talk Olympics with you. And as we speak, the Team USA is up 1-0. Sweden on a power play with 16 minutes left to go in the third period. Are you watching these Olympics?
Yes, I've been glued to the television for the men's and the women's ice hockey. I've been playing that in the TV in my office, and I've also gotten to see some of the other Olympic sports as well. I've seen a lot of the curling, the snowboard, super pipe, or half pipe as they call it in the Olympics, is always entertaining to watch. The downhill moguls is pretty exhilarating, like how fast those people can get. And then the ski big air is something that I was watching this past weekend while we were on the road in Michigan.
Good stuff. Brooks, there's no such things as stupid questions, so I'll ask a non-stupid question. In years where we did not send the NHL guys, who's playing for USA? Is it college guys? Could it be guys for the Binghamton Black Bears playing? Who's playing if we're not sending NHL guys for USA?
Good question. Not a stupid question. Because I have answered that question last week for somebody when this came up. So technically, you're right in all the aspects. We send guys who are in college normally in that circumstance. Guys who are playing under minor league contracts are eligible to be selected. So technically, a Black Bear could. Not saying that they probably would. That is a possibility. But there's also there's a slew of guys who are playing professional hockey overseas in Europe. They all would be eligible to play for Team USA. Like if they're playing in the Swedish league or, in the Russian league in the KHL, they would be allowed to play for Team USA under those circumstances as well.
I'll get the opinion of Mike Maniscalco and Wade Minter, but I want to ask both Nick and Brooks. It's cool to see Canes in the Olympics, Brooks, but because wearing your country sweater is the most important thing. But selfishly, I want a Stanley Cup. Do you get nervous about the Canes that are playing for injury purposes, or do you just not worry about that and enjoy seeing your favorite team's players play in the Olympics?
I'm not worried about the injury aspect of it because you could say the same thing as what if somebody gets hurt in a preseason game? They all played in a preseason game that technically did not help them get any closer to winning a Stanley Cup. But also, those are the guys who, put their bodies on the line every single night for, 82 games a year. So I'm in the camp of if the players want to play and represent their country, this year more than ever, because it's been 12 years since they've sent NHL players to the Olympics. They should have the opportunity to do so. Because, unfortunately, for a guy like Jacob Slavin, who's over the age of 30, you really don't know if he's going to get another chance to wear something that says Team USA, even though he would have been on probably the last couple Olympic teams for the United States roster.
Nick, I guess the Players Association, NHL, is cool with it if they're sending it. But, like, is there any pushback at all from anybody on this? Everybody's pro?
Not even close. Everybody's on board just because they haven't seen it in forever. And for a lot of these guys, like, take, for example, Nikolai Ehlers and Frederik Andersen, who represent Denmark. They're some of their best players, and they take a lot of pride in representing their countries at the Olympics. So everybody was on board with it from the start.
And Nick and I were talking before we went on, Brooks, about Nick's bummed out that they go back to the All-Star game next year, and I guess we have to wait another year for the Four Nations to return, which was really cool, which was a great... Man, just kind of out of nowhere. And anytime you give us USA Canada, it's going to be good. But man, those were some fun games.
Yeah, they definitely were. But I'm gonna do you one better. In 2027, yes, there will be an All-Star game. But in 2028, there's going to be it's going to be a World Cup of hockey. So it won't just be 4. I believe they've already confirmed that they're going to have 8 teams involved, and I believe that is going to be a preseason event rather than like in the middle of the season, kind of like how they did in 2016.
Okay. So what are they going to do during the All-Star break?
They might just give the guys a bye week where, like the Hurricanes might take a week off, but like the Detroit Red Wings are playing, if that makes sense.
You know what? The All-Star games, to me, maybe it's because I'm older, so watered down. I don't really hate that. Let's do something cool instead of have your normal All-Star festivities. Brooks Hill joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Brooks, let's talk about when the Canes return to the ice. How do you feel about them post-Olympics? Sitting in a good spot right now. What do they do to keep that spot and go into the playoffs with the best seed possible?
Well, I think one thing that's looming for a lot of Canes fans is, are they going to make a move at the deadline or approaching the deadline? Right now, all the rosters are on lock because of the Olympic break, so the Hurricanes can't trade for anybody right now. That happened, they were not in on Artemi Panarin, who played for the Rangers. He went out to Los Angeles. They were rumored to be in on that, but apparently that was nowhere close. But the Hurricanes are going to look to see if they can add a little bit more depth up front. A lot of names are saying Vincent Trocheck could be headed for a possible return to Raleigh, which I would be for. He's a right-handed center, does have some term left on his contract, so it would not be a one-year rental in that circumstance. Then they've also been linked to Robert Thomas, who's a young center out in St. Louis, who is very good. Unfortunately, St. Louis is not in a good spot this year, so they're probably going to be asking for a lot in return for him. So the Hurricanes are going to look for the deadline first. I believe that is the first week of March. And then once the deadline passes, they are in a good spot. They're leading the Metropolitan, and I would suspect that they do win the Metro this year. It'll be a race with Tampa or Detroit, I think, on if they get the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. I do not think they will be the number 1 overall seed in the NHL. I do think that Colorado is too far ahead of them. That's realistically too far for them to catch. But I like where they're going. They just extended Brandon Bussey in between the pipes for 3 years, and that new contract takes place next year. So he's really been the story of the season because our Hurricanes have dealt with a lot of injury.
Brooks Hill joining us, Turner Home Team Live line. We got to get Nick Cam going because he either goes thumbs up, thumbs down. Sometimes he had his head in his hands. Was it you and Alex talking about how you didn't want Trocheck last week?
It was me saying I don't want Vincent Trocheck back. Alex was fine with it. I'm very much so against it personally.
All right, so we got 2 for, 1 against. Nick at Canes Prospects. So the Canes, the debut of, was it Nikishin, happened last year? Was it in the postseason?
Yeah. in the playoffs, round 2 against Washington.
I don't really understand how that happens, and you don't have to.
There was a lot.
But are there guys that have not seen any action with the Hurricanes that could come help this team, like Nikishin last year?
Probably not. I mean, I think I've had people beg for Bradley Nadeau to get called up for the past year, I think, at this point. And unfortunately, the Hurricanes just have way too many wingers as a whole. But, I mean, he's 20 years old, and he's played 100 AHL games, and he's over a point per game in what is probably the second hardest league to play professionally. So that's kind of been my thing. But realistically, probably not. If you want to have somebody, if you want to get better, you're probably going to have to look at a trade.
All right. I think Alex said, Brooks, that this is not the Hurricanes' best team in this championship window, but it could be their best chance maybe to make it. He likes kind of how the East sets up, and it sounds like you do as well. You think they can win the Metro and make a nice run here?
I think they can. I'd agree with Alex in the circumstance of I don't think this is the best the team has looked on paper. I think that would probably be the year that they had Jake Getzel and Evgeny Kuznetsov at the deadline. I think that team had a lot more offensive firepower. And they also still had Natchez at the time with it, who played great this Olympic tournament for Czechia. I think what they have done is they have proven that their next man up mentality has really worked this year, and the team has bought into that. Logan Stankoven is playing center for the first time in his career at the National Hockey League level. You know, he's a guy who's 22 years old, who probably hasn't played center since like high school level hockey, and now having to do it consistently against top level talent is something that, you know, takes some time to getting adjusted to. It's a lot different than playing on the boards as a winger, than playing in the middle of the ice. And, you know, all those games that Jacob Slavin missed this year, that they've proven that they can win games with AHL level defensemen. And, you know, their seventh defenseman playing top pair minutes, getting Brandon Bussey off waivers and continuing to break NHL records basically every time he wins a game. Because how quickly he's winning goes to show you that they're committed to the team defense aspect of it. And I think that they are starting to heat up in terms of top level scoring. Aho, Jarvis, and Svechnikov all have over 20 goals this year. And that's a good spot to be at the deadline. Now, people say the Hurricanes don't have a true superstar, but it goes to show you how deep they are down the middle, where their first, second, third line guys are continuously getting on the score sheet every single night.
Brooks Hill joining us. I saw Petey Pablo Sunday night at the Buck, which is kind of like the Groundhog Day. That means the Canes are going to make a long run this postseason in the playoffs. So raise up.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen Petey Pablo. I actually was going through some old long hair Brooks pictures, and the picture of me and Petey Pablo at a playoff game was in that bunch.
There we go.
So
Brooks, I know you got to run. You got to coach a show. What's going on in your world with the Binghamton Black Bears?
Yeah, so we got another coaches show tonight at a local sports bar at 6 o'clock. But we just clinched the playoffs last weekend, so we're going to have a chance to defend our back-to-back title once again this year. Currently still sitting number 1 overall in the FPHL, and we're the first team to get to 100 points. But one thing that, and I'll tie this back to the Olympics, one thing that's neat that we do in our league is we use the same scoring system that the Olympics does for pool play all throughout our regular season. So you get more points for a regulation win than you do for an overtime or a shootout win. So winning in regulation is definitely like the big key. So now we're trying to chase down the number 1 overall division with some teams from the South, and that's probably going to come down to the final month of the season in April.
All right, Brooksy. Shirley, keep an ear out for some great Brooks Hill postseason goal calls, and we'll run them here on Pirate Radio. Brooks, thanks for joining us, man, and keep up the good work. We'll talk some more Canes hockey with you down the road.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I just wanted to plug this one time. Just remember, you came to me first before you went to Maniscalco giving the Hurricanes updates. So I have not forgotten that. I was first.
Yeah, absolutely. You are top of the pyramid, Brooks.
No, hey, trust me, I would go to Mike Maniscalco and Wade Minter too before me. So, hopefully the baseball team gets it figured out here. I was watching this past weekend, so hopefully they can right the ship here. I know it's still early.
A lot of hockey left, as they say. A lot of baseball left, Brooks.
True.
We're all right.
A lot of game left.
All right, buddy. We'll see you.
All right. Thank you, guys. Go Pirates and go Canes and go Black Bears.
There is Brooks Hill joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. Said he had a time crunch, and he's the one that I tried to get him off like 4 minutes ago. Guy won't stop talking. We love Brooksy, great intern here, great Pirate fan as well. And just fantastic to see what he is doing in the play-by-play world. All right, let's take a break. When we return, James Larsen will join us. Talk UFL. What's going on with the league? That's a high fly ball hit into center field. God, 2 outs. It is Northern Illinois 4, East Carolina 3 as they play in the 4th inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back after this.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs. Like passing that drug test? Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and of course, all your favorites. Flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholistico.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at David Price Construction. PiratesConstruction.com. Go Pirates!
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch Bundt Cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a Bundt Cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bunt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Play It Again Sports, buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years, right here in Greenville, located on Greenville Boulevard, right across from the Nissan dealership. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade. And as we head back in, Clip will give you the baseball score. I'm going to give you the East Carolina softball scores. They are hosting UNCW at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. We are in the top of the second inning, the bottom of the first inning, and East Carolina leads it 1-0, 2 outs, bases are loaded.
All right, and the Pirates trying to bunt their way back in this one. Bunt single by Herring.
And made that 2-0 East Carolina, hit by pitch.
I'll take it. And then a sack bunt, so man on second, 1 out for East Carolina in the bottom of the fourth inning. Feels like this game's going by slow. What time does this game start? 4 o'clock? Yeah. And we're in the bottom of the fourth, sitting here almost at 5:30. All right, let's get to our next interview. James Larsen covers all the happenings in the UFL and kind of give you a little primer on the spring league. We talked to Rahjai earlier. He'll be a part of it as he is heading to Dallas to work out with the St. Louis Battlehawks. We talked about that and more. Here's my chat with James Larsen. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, James Larsen around the UFL newsroom. We'll talk about some big changes in the UFL this offseason and some of the Pirates you can expect to see coming up this spring. James, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I just got down here to Dallas myself, moved down here last weekend, and I'm excited for training camp to get underway here in the UFL.
Let's start with just some of the newness, new teams, new locations. What were the big changes this offseason in the UFL?
Yeah, we've got 3 new markets with Columbus, Louisville, and Orlando joining the fold, and it's interesting to see Orlando return. They've been a market that's been around in spring football here and there with the Apollos and the AAF in 2019, and then, of course, the Guardians and the XFL in 2023. Mike Rapoli, with this new leadership, he's a firm believer in Orlando as a market. That's where he lives. So it's good to see the Storm back in action there. I love their uniforms. They've got an interesting concept there, but Columbus and Louisville are what I'm really excited about. Those are 2 cities that are very, very passionate about their sports teams. I mean, Ohio State needs no introduction what the Buckeyes and that fan base brings to Columbus. And then, of course, in Louisville, this is their first professional football team down there in the city, and they're fired up. Their home opener's already sold out. So some strategic moves here by the UFL to ensure that they're getting the fan engagement that they need to see in order to survive moving forward.
Yeah, I know our guy Rahjai Harris is heading to the St. Louis Battlehawks, and I believe I remember the St. Louis Rams. The Cardinals have such a big following, but with no NFL and no NBA in St. Louis, from what I understand, they've really enjoyed their franchise there, right?
Oh, definitely. I mean, the Battlehawks have been the marquee market for the UFL the last few years and the XFL in 2020 and 2023. I mean, to get 40,000 fans out to a game for spring football you can't beat that. I mean, it's just tremendous what they can do. Last year, I got to go to a game when the Michigan Panthers played the Battlehawks. That environment's electric. You would think it's an NFL game. It gets very loud in the dome. The fans are incredibly passionate about their team, and they play good football. I mean, the Battlehawks have been a playoff team these last couple of years. We'll see how things shake out. They've got a new coach and a new staff and a lot of new players, but overall, I mean, that market's just been the golden standard for what spring football can be.
James Larsen joining us. We'll actually talk to Rahjai coming up, record an interview with him about an hour from now and get some details. But last week, I think he said he was heading to Dallas on Thursday. So everybody will kind of get together there, right, and meet with their respective teams.
Yeah, the UFL's got an interesting hub set up where everything that they all live and are based out of the Arlington/Dallas area. They've got training facilities over by Choctaw Stadium, which is where the Renegades used to play. The Renegades actually just moved stadiums to Toyota Stadium, kind of part of Mike Rapoli's new vision to get better size venues for spring football so the stands don't look so empty, kind of have that COVID game mindset. But no, to circle back to your question there, yeah, everyone lives and base and practices here in Dallas and Arlington.
James, just curious, how did you get hooked up with the UFL? Why the UFL for you?
For me, I've been doing this for about 6 years. I'm super passionate about spring football. It's one of those things where several years ago when I kind of just stumbled into the scene, I was like, man, hardly anybody covers this, and these players, like, I do this for the players. Like, these guys, they deserve to have their stories told. They deserve to have people actually talking about them and hyping them up and recognizing just how good of athletes they are. I mean, Rahjai Harris, for example, we know what he's done at ECU. I know he's been to some of the UFL showcases and the pro showcase back in November. Everyone's got great things to say about him. Now it's time for him to go prove it on the field. And, storylines like that just get me excited and fired up.
In your opinion, James, and what the UFL wants to be, is it better that it is a feeder system, almost a minor league to the NFL, or is it better to remain its own entity, in your opinion? Which is the best way to go?
I think you can kind of balance both in the correct manner. I think Mike Rapoli's approach to it is the right one, where it is its own entity. You're kind of standing alone. You're trying to create something that's innovative and really getting fans that love football, that are passionate about it, that also want something that's affordable and fun for the family, right? I mean, that's kind of been their focus. So I think the feeder system, that's important too. I mean, that, getting guys to the NFL, we've seen the storylines of Brandon Aubrey, right, with the Cowboys, Kamante Turpin also with the Cowboys, Jalen Redden with the Vikings. There's so many players that have gone to the NFL and been successful because of spring football. But at the end of the day, the UFL is also its own thing. Like, it's the spring football, it's professional football, and it's good football, and it's fun.
In years past, former East Carolina coach Skip Holtz, we called him the Belichick or the Nick Saban of spring football because the Birmingham Stallions continue to win and win and win. And kind of on that note, do you know enough now about the rosters to say, hey, this team's going to be really good, this team might struggle? I mean, it's got to be designed for everybody to be almost even, right? So what's the separator in these teams?
That's a great question. There's a lot of parity right now. I think what's fascinating is, so the league did a whole redraft last month because we've got 6 new coaches. We've got so many new, we've got these new expansion teams and whatnot. So they just decided to redraft the entire roster where teams can protect like 10 of their guys, 12 of their guys from last year, but it's mostly new rosters. On paper, everybody looks pretty damn good. I mean, there's a couple teams that stand out above the rest, and I will say Birmingham looks very, very good. They've got, I think, 32 players who were formerly on NFL rosters. I mean, these are some guys that can play. And you've got AJ McCarron as head coach. This is his first opportunity there. But Birmingham looks really good. I love what Orlando did as well. Anthony Becht, who was with the Battlehawks, now he's in Orlando. But across the board, it's going to be tough to really judge these rosters until we see these players take the field, at least in training camp, kind of get the vibe of what's going on with teams because, like I said, brand new rosters, on paper, they all look pretty good.
And with Turpin and Aubrey, some of the guys you mentioned, did they finish out their spring football year and then go to the NFL, or could some of these guys leave mid-season if an NFL team wants them? How does that work?
So they can't leave mid-season. Like, the contracts are designed where they play the full season in the UFL, and then afterwards, of course, they're releasing. They're free to sign with any NFL team after that. But hypothetically, if the NFL wanted to sign someone in week 7, they'd have to wait until the UFL season's over.
Gotcha. There will be some Pirates, I believe, spread out through the UFL. We mentioned Rahjai, also Isaiah Winstead.
Yes.
And I think Noah Henderson, offensive lineman, going to be a part of it as well.
He's in Birmingham. Yeah.
And a guy that grew up right down the road playing ball at J.H. Rose High School, Cornell Powell, I believe, with the D.C. Defenders.
Yeah, Powell's back, and he actually led the UFL in receiving touchdowns last year, so he's a big piece for them to retain. And Isaiah Winstead's a guy that I think hasn't gotten enough attention the last couple of years. I mean, you know what he can do. I mean, his frame, his route running ability, he should be in the NFL right now, so I'm excited for him. I believe he's with the Louisville Kings, so that offense, if they can get going with Jason Bean, I could see Winstead being a big piece of their success.
Big name coaches in this league as well. Who are some of the coaches to keep an eye on?
Well, we've got Rick Neuheisel back. He hasn't coached for several years, but I mean, just Neuheisel's a pretty popular name. I know he works for CBS Sports now, but I mean, look at his background. It's kind of self-explanatory. What will be interesting to watch is so many of these new faces because we've got AJ McCarron, Ted Ginn Jr., Ricky Prohl, and Chris Redmond, who have never been a head coach or coordinator at any level. You know, Ricky Prohl's got some experience. He's been in the NFL. He's been a wide receivers coach, but like guys like Chris Redmond, they haven't coached a day in their life. AJ McCarron, he was coaching like youth flag football before this opportunity in the UFL. But then again, someone like McCarron, he's worked with Nick Saban in Alabama, right? I mean, he's been in the NFL. He's been a quarterback in the UFL. He's been a leader. So we'll see how this all plays out. But it's going to be fun because a lot of these guys will be figuring it out kind of day one here.
James, where will the games be televised this year? What's the TV situation?
TV situation's really good. It's still with Fox and ESPN/ABC, so a lot of games will be on network television like Fox. Friday night games on Fox every week, and then Saturdays and Sundays we'll have games on ABC, ESPN, Fox, and ESPN2.
Look, one of the deals with these spring leagues is just can they survive? And I hate to say it that way, but we've seen the XFL, end early. We've seen a friend of mine, Bryce Williams, who joins us on the show every week, former ECU tight end, was in the AAF, and that didn't make it to week 8 or whatever. So, but the UFL, it looks like it's got a pretty good structure, a pretty good base foundation. Is that fair to say? And you won't have to worry about something like that?
You know, with spring football, you never really know. And I think you bring up a very valid point is football is expensive, and spring football, we can be honest, it's not the most popular thing right now. But there's a reason why Mike Rapoli bought into it. He sees the vision, he's got this plan, and he really does bring financial stability to the league. It's just a matter of will he stay committed. I think a lot of these moves that we've seen from him as of late have pointed in that direction that he's committed. He's in this for the long haul, and hopefully that means we will have spring football around because, like we talked about, this is such an important platform for these players, for these guys. Brandon Aubrey, Kevontae Turpin, Jalen Redmond, Perion Winfrey. These guys wouldn't be in the NFL right now if it wasn't for a platform like the UFL. So we'll see how things go. Right now, I would say it's more stable than ever because of Mike Rapoli and what he brings to the table.
You can follow James Larsen at James Larsen PFN, the UFL newsroom around the UFL, and James is covering transactions and uniforms and everything in between. Anything else, James, we need to know about what you're covering for the league this year?
I mean, everything. If there's something UFL related, I'll be on it. I'll be covering it. So I'm excited to be down here in Dallas. And yeah, training camp's kicking off this weekend. Quarterbacks are already down here getting some reps in. So it's going to be fun. I'm excited to see how some of these ECU guys do as well.
No doubt. James, we'll get you on when the games begin. Appreciate you joining us today, man, and we'll talk again down the road with you.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me on.
All right, there is James Larsen joining us, talking some UFL. If Rahjai's getting carries, I will be – first of all, I'll get a Rahjai Harris St. Louis Battlehawks jersey. Maybe not a jersey. If he goes 100 and a touchdown in a game, I'll get a jersey.
So – my question is, can I get Rahjai to hook me up with a Battlehawks hat? I don't mind the shirts, but I'm a hat person just like you are. I would love a Battlehawks hat.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if he makes the team and stuff before we start asking for favors,
that goes without saying. If he makes the team, then yes, we must rep him.
And then let me ask for a hat first, and then we'll see what happens with you.
Wait, why do you got to go first?
Nah, that's fine. I said jersey. You went hat.
I don't know. Keychain. I don't care.
Keychain. Thanks, Shirley. No.
Keychain.
All the way
sticker,
down to the keychain. But yeah, excited for Raj, Isaiah Winstead. I need to get Isaiah on. It just doesn't say much. We need to get him in studio. But we got to check in with him. Let's take a break. As we go to break, Pirates opened it up. We got Yakame.
I don't even know.
3-run homer. It's 7-4 Pirates. They're still hitting in the bottom of the fourth. Jarrett's 14-4 is looking pretty good right now.
Well, he's halfway there.
What's going on in Italy, Nick?
It's 1-1 in overtime.
1-1 in overtime.
East Carolina softball up 2-0 in the top of the second inning.
Some positive scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll get our On This Day presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Look at the Buck scoreboard and more. Back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Imagine the fun. Boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale. Imagine the fun. Boating and fishing with your family. Come find the boat of your dreams at the Greenville Boat Show and Sale this weekend at the Greenville Convention Center. Free parking, free admission for kids under 12. Hundreds of boats on display along with all your local dealers. It's more than a boat show, it's a boat sale.
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company. Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote. Or you can email us at info@scitekes.com.
Hi, this is Brian Meador from East Carolina Athletics. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is fully stocked with an excellent selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Whether you are looking to upgrade or to get a vehicle for a new driver, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's go to the Buccaneer Music Hall Olympic desk. Here is Nick Bass with the news from Italy.
First up, whoever decided to put Vincent Trocheck on this hockey team, no more of this. He's on ice for the tying goal, and he stinks. But thank God Quinn Hughes exists, and the U.S. wins in overtime, and I believe we'll play one of Slovakia or Finland, and I want to say it's Slovakia.
All right, when?
Friday. USA Slovakia on Friday.
All right. There is Nick with the report and commentary. I could have done without the commentary.
Hey, man, I have an agenda to get off. I'm sorry.
You do. You have a hatred for that guy. USA wins. That is good news. Other good news, East Carolina up 7-4 in baseball on Northern Illinois as the Pirate Bats come alive. And Shirley, what is our score in softball?
East Carolina leads UNCW 2-0 heading into the bottom of the second.
Okay, so positivity all around. Can that continue tonight in Minges Coliseum when the Pirates take on Wichita State? It has continued for the women's basketball team as they picked up another win. I was worried about that one last night, Shirley, just because look ahead to Rice. And the Pirates did not look ahead. They jumped out early, and Kim McNeil was not happy with the second half, although I think some of that is just letting her team know what's ahead and doesn't want them to get complacent. And Greg Hudson talked a lot about after a big win, what would they do? They would just kick the team's ass at practice to not let them get too up. So I think there's a little bit of mind games going on with Kim McNeil and how angry she was after a win last night.
Yeah, and I also wonder if maybe she was a little this is going to sound kind of like a derogatory term, but sometimes teams play down to their competition, and Florida Atlantic not very good, kind of closer to the bottom of the conference standings. And, Coach McNeil even said they took the foot off the gas in the second half. They were up by 20, and I guess they decided that they wanted to coast all the way to the end, and she wasn't happy about that because you can't do that with a team like Rice who, as we have mentioned before, they are undefeated in the conference. They are sitting at 11-0. They are set to play, I think they're supposed to play South Florida tonight. So unless something weird happens there, they're going to be heading into Greenville with a 12-0 record. And that is going to be a huge, huge showdown between the two teams because not only does it have implications, obviously, for the regular season, but with a handful of games left, but also you got to look at it. This is probably going to be the team that you're going to face in the tournament. If we're going to, have a chance to get back to the NCAA tournament, we're going to have to go through Rice.
Rice has won 18 in a row, and I like to put things in perspective so people can understand. Like the last time Rice lost a basketball game, let me put it like this. Since Rice last lost a basketball game, Nick has been ghosted / dumped 4 times.
Oh!
Just so people understand.
To put that into perspective?
Yeah.
What? That's a weird perspective there, Clip.
Well, now now Nick understands how long it's been, though.
Well, yes, Nick would understand. I don't know if anybody else would.
I think I would have known anyways.
November 28th was the last time they lost a basketball game. That is crazy.
I just want to know what has made them successful. Is it because they're playing bad teams? Or is it because they're lethal from the three-point line? What is the secret to their success?
In rice?
Yes.
Some say MSG.
It does absorb water. Because if you have a cell phone that gets wet, what do you stick it in? Yeah.
I overheard Shirley off the air say, I want to go to that game Saturday because I want to see why this team is so damn good. And can
that's
we
exactly
beat them?
right. Yeah. I want to see, and because I have no doubt in my mind that they're going to step up to the challenge.
Yeah.
But how perfect do you have to be from your game planning in order to beat this Rice team?
I will be giving some tickets to trivia regular Chris. He has 2 daughters, and they wanted to go to the game this weekend. So
good.
There'll be an extra Pirate family that, not even a Pirate family. He went to Wazoo, Washington State, but wanted to take his girls to go see the game. So that should be a good crowd, Shirley.
I'm looking forward to it. It's a 1:00 tip-off, so plenty of time to get over there. And, after the game, we can kind of wander around and see what else we can find on campus to watch, because there's softball going on this weekend. There's obviously baseball. There's all sorts of things going on.
ECU Carolina home is Friday. Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
And then
but softball is home this weekend, so there will be other activities going on campus.
Yeah, a lot going on. All right, we'll get our final break in. We'll continue on our Buck scoreboard when we return. Final break for this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll also set up a busy Thursday show for you.
I don't know what's going on behind me.
We have a Dancing Jenny sighting.
Don't forget on this day as well when we come back.
Wearing the sweet Pirate Radio camo hoodie. Thank you, Shirley. We'll do some on this day after this timeout.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Are you tired of dealing with IT headaches? Does this sound familiar? Slow computers, constant crashes, long wait times for IT support, and worries about cybersecurity. If you're nodding your head, it's time to call cybersharks.net. We handle IT so you can focus on growing your business. Fast, reliable, and always there when you need us. Call 321-7800 today and get IT support that actually works. Cybersharks.net. We keep your business swimming.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Everyday children in eastern North Carolina are fighting the unimaginable pediatric cancer. Riley's Army stands beside them, offering financial and emotional support, food cards, gas cards, and a community of care. But we can't do it without you. Visit Riley'sArmy.com to donate, volunteer, or learn more. Together we can bring comfort, hope, faith, and strength to these brave families and children. Riley's Army, because no family should fight alone.
This is Isaiah Winstead, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market. The Dow was up 129 points and closed at 49,662. The NASDAQ was ahead 175 points at 22,753. S&P was up 38 at 6,881. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. And as we head back into the show clip, East Carolina's softball team has blown it open a little bit here in the bottom of the second inning. They only have one out, and they had a bases clearing, and that is just barely foul. That was almost a home run, but East Carolina has now jumped out to a 5-0 lead over UNCW. One out and runner at second base.
All right, Huskies get one back. It is 7-5. They're threatening, but a 5-4 putout will end the top of the fifth. So Pirates will lead it 7-5. Going to the bottom of the fifth inning on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by the Buck. Speaking of the Buck, Nick, did you go see the Dorfinators?
I did.
How was it?
Really fun.
Great show?
Yeah. Meatball was very over.
Can you give me your Dave Meltzer recap of it? How many stars?
Oh, I mean, it's gonna get a 5.25 probably, just for the I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a post-show thing where they had Meatball be the hero of everybody, and Meatball retained his world championship, I guess.
Nice.
So that was really cool.
All right, there is your Dorfinators recap. Nick, on this day in 2019, NHL hockey team Carolina Hurricanes owner Tom Dundon agreed to invest $250 million into this football league that lasted like 7 weeks.
Was that the USFL?
That was the Alliance of American Football.
Oh, yeah.
I even made a song about it that maybe Shirley can play when she gets back in here. Let's see. On this day in 2018, he was All-Star Game MVP. He once took his talents to South Beach.
Oh, the King?
The King. LeBron James. Let's see. On this day, I'm asking this one at Sports Trivia tonight. On this day in 2007, Kobe Bryant was named MVP of the All-Star Game. It was played at Thomas and Mack Center, which is the home to this Mountain West school basketball team.
I know that. It's UNLV.
It is.
Oh, well done.
I'll be there in March.
All right. What are you doing there?
My dad really likes going to Vegas, and he lined up a trip with my spring break, so I'm going to drag him to the first day of the Mountain West tournament.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You'll be there watching basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
We'll have to do a check-in with you.
Oh, that
in Vegas.
That would. Hey,
when did you start laughing like Butthead?
I've had a butthead laugh. You just haven't seen it yet.
I guess not. Yeah.
Fire, 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 fire.
Let's see if I can find another one. Wayne Gretzky, Richard Petty. All right. Not a lot going on this day. Presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Shirley, did you hear the one about the Alliance of American Football?
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Tom Dundon on this day. How much did he put up? $260 million or something?
I think you said 250.
$250 million into the Alliance of American Football. Remember, I had a real song, and then a few weeks later they folded, so I had a sad song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it was.
I had it up here at one point, but I think I moved it.
If you can find the sad version, because Tony Dunn and I on Fridays talk football, and we were like, "Hey, there's a new spring league. Let's get behind this. Let's watch it. It'll help us get through the off season." So we tried to care about it, and then it just ended.
Was it AFL? Is that how
AAF.
AAF. Okay.
AAF. See if we can find any.
I am working on it.
AAF. We've got just enough time to maybe play it if you find it.
Oh, it's probably in your old folder.
Sports Bar?
Yeah.
Check Sports Bar.
I will do so.
The Alliance of American Football.
That's just wrong that we even know that.
Yep.
Give me 2 seconds here. I'm almost at the...
I talked to James Larsen earlier, who covers the UFL, about the spring leagues.
Okay, I don't know which one is... Was it number 2 that was the slow one?
Probably. Nope. Oh, yep. It's the Alliance of American Football, gone, but we will never forget. It's the Alliance of American Football. Tom Dundon can each.
I forgot about that.
American football. Why did you do this to me? The Alliance. I don't want to live in this world. Man, I was devastated.
And it lasted what? All of like 3 weeks?
I want to say
or something like that?
7, but the old ball coach won it, Steve Spurrier.
Mr. Negative Guy.
He won a de facto championship by the league just folding up, so congratulations.
Now, is that the one where Bryce didn't get paid?
That was the one where Bryce had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
With his team out in the Arizona Hotshots, maybe.
Oh, wow.
If you want to piss Bryce off, ask him about his time in the AAF, and he's got some stories. All right. We will see you Thursday. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Kim McNeil joins us. Adam Lucas to talk Tar Heel baseball. And Coach Hud, Jeff Nadeau, Zach Kaplan, and crew. Thank you, Shirley. Thank you, Nick. For the crew, I am Clip Brock. We will see you Thursday on an all-new edition of Pirate Radio Live. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the